Behind the cape. So it looks like Blade is finally starting filming this summer.
Fam. The fact that they are filming behind the Coogler project
It's
that
crazy.
basically got thrown together in the last 2 months, insanity.
Yep.
Insanity.
Crazy.
I don't understand for the life of me how Mahershala is still connected to this project.
Yeah, no.
I don't get it, yo. I don't understand it in the slightest.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they're making it easier film for them compared to whatever bullshit they had before. But Blade finna be a tax write-off is funny. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't even know what to expect of this movie because apparently they had the script down and they changed it to him just fighting vampires.
Which is where it should have been the whole time. What the fuck was you in there doing? What was y'all in there doing? I just know Blade was going to have a daughter and he was going to be setting up her run as Blade. I just know that that's what they was in there doing.
Yeah, no. We're just going to scrap all that and we're just going to make him fight vampires. Just
Sounds great.
That's it.
And it's crazy because it's a much simpler concept.
Yes.
But it is a concept that I feel like will be far more successful than the Coogler film. Only the Coogler film's probably going to make it out first. So now it's going to seem like to the layman that Disney's copying Warner Brothers.
Well, you know, the great thing about Blade is that it doesn't have racist white vampires.
That is true. They have that's what I'm saying. They have the better concept, but coming out first means something when these movies are going to be this similar. It counts. That definitely counts for something.
And it is Blade, so there's something to be said there. But you're
going to have twin Michael B. Jordan Blades on the other side.
Exactly.
They cheating.
Yeah.
They cheating.
It'll be interesting to see. I don't know. We will definitely be watching over that. I think they are filming in Mexico, and the Coogler movie is filming in New Orleans. So I'm gonna go down to New Orleans
Just
and
a
try
little
to
hop,
see,
skip, and a jump. You know what I'm saying?
try to see if I can't be an extra in the movie.
About a 10-hour drive to Tijuana.
We'll see, man. I don't know. All right. Kevin Feige told Spider-Man writers to kill Ms. Marvel, according to Cody Ziegler.
Cody Ziegler, thank you so much for giving us this confirmation that most people who are involved in comic books didn't actually need. But for all of the lay people out there who just don't believe that all of these decisions really boil down to just a few people making them, right? Who just believe that they want to do stuff but they can't because of this, because of that, because of this. Kevin Feige walked in to the comic book writer's room and said, "Hey guys, she's dead. Make it happen. See you later." And banged out.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ziegler said some stuff about how he really didn't want to do it and he doesn't do that a lot. Horse shit. You walked in there with full on confidence. Let's remind you that this has only been possible after Disney's reorg. So after they had all of those layoffs last year, they brought the Marvel Entertainment, which is where the comics were prior to the reorg, into Disney. Now it's under the Disney umbrella. Now Kevin Feige actually has a tangible say in what does and doesn't come out in the comic books now. And this is just the first example that we can track back for sure. But I guarantee you there's a lot more than this. I guarantee you that he probably had something to do with that X-Men reboot as well, with them getting off of Krakoa. Think about it, y'all. They've written out the first 2 seasons of X-Men 97, right? Spoiler alert for anybody who hasn't seen up to episode 5. So check out here for about 2 minutes. So we know that the latest of X-Men 97, before the Storm episode, of course, was the massacre in Genosha. Think about where House of X, Powers of 10 starts in the timeline for X-Men. It starts right about in the 90s X-Men era. You could have seamlessly taken them right into the Krakoan age. It seems like they are already doing things that are lining up the synergy for X-Men between the comics, television, and what we'll eventually see on the silver screen. It's not a coincidence. That is not a coincidence. They chose Genosha because Genosha is dated and it can be used as a throwaway. If you use Krakoa, now, and you have to use Krakoa going into the films. We don't know if they're going to do that yet. So they used Genosha to be safe. We rebooting the X-Men from scratch so that we can do all of this shit at the same time. So we can have one clean continuity.
Mm-hmm.
Which would sound great, except the continuity that you currently have with X-Men in the comic books, which is the actual source, was fine. So why not build out around that? This thing of constantly trying to assert your own preference on how to view X-Men over what's actually popular to the general masses is what's going to get Kevin Feige booted out of his job.
No, it's Kevin Feige. He's a genius. He knows exactly what he's doing.
Eventually, those chickens are going to have to come home to roost.
Sure.
And we're at a point now where the excuses are gone. We've cut all the fat. We've cut the people that you said were in your way and keeping you from creating. No more Victoria Alonso. No more Ike Perlmutter. No more Nelson Peltz. He missed his bid on trying to get on the board. It's done. It's over. You have no more roadblocks. The only roadblock you have is creating quality content that people want to shell out their money to you for. And if you can't get over that bar now, it's 110% your fault. There are no more excuses.
Yeah. Yep. David Zaslav got a 26.5% raise to $49.7 million, despite all of the cost-cutting efforts that Warner Brothers has apparently been doing.
Bold motherfucker to be taking entirely shot movies, finished products, and throwing them away, deleting them from the hard drives at WB for tax write-offs, and giving yourself almost a $47 million raise.
Yeah, bro. Rich get richer.
Oh my God. Gluttony and greed. That is insane.
He needed to get a new yacht. Or something. Some bullshit. Yeah, Batgirl can come out, and so can the what was the other one? The versus Acme.
Coyote versus
I don't know why I was thinking Cowboy.
Definitely wanted to see that.
Yeah, we can have Coyote versus Acme come out, but fuck it. I need 3 yachts and a private jet, so fuck those movies.
Not just to pay yourself a bonus, but to pay yourself 22% more than you had last year.
He needs it. He secured the Michael B. Jordan movie this year. So he gave himself a bonus. That shit's so stupid. Norrin Rad may be alongside Shala Ball in Fantastic Four after all. So maybe we will get
that. I think we sniffed that out. Again, I don't know why we're convoluting this so much. There are so many characters in this introduction.
Yeah.
Reed, Sue, Ben, Johnny,
the kids.
Valeria, Franklin. Now we're adding Shala Ball and we're adding Norrin Rad to it. And there's going to be a heavy Galactus influence on the movie as well.
Yeah, there has to be.
Fam, are we even going to talk about Doom in this movie? Like, is he going to get mentioned at all?
Was he supposed to?
I think that, I would expect him to be tied in some regard. Mm-hmm. Maybe not have a major role in the film, but by the time we get to the end of it, hey, it's Victor's calling or something like that. Victor needs us to run those reports. Blah, blah, blah.
Sure.
It just doesn't seem like there's enough room to introduce and also share throughout the cast. You already got Pedro. You got old girl from the Mission Impossible series as Sue Storm.
Yep.
So those are your 2 star powers there. Don't get any Hollywood starlet kids. Take more attention.
Yeah, that'd be nuts. Yeah.
You got Ruth, probably Lakeith Stanfield if it's going to be Norrin Rad, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got a pretty star-studded cast. Those people are going to want the screen time. Only we want to be focused on the Fantastic Four. But you got all this other shit going on.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know how successful that's going to be spread that thin. Yeah. It didn't work out very well for the Eternals.
And it's not technically connected to what's in the MCU, right? Like, it's not. It's a different dimension.
Yeah, I don't know where they're going with this. Maybe I don't know if we're going present day. I don't know if it's going to be, like you said, different reality. I don't know. We don't know. And then again, they're conflating those two things a lot in the MCU right now anyways in terms of timelines and reality. So
Yep.
Tom Hiddleston. Fuck Tom Hiddleston. I agree with Taylor Swift. I knew he was trouble. Now that's the true Loki heel turn right there.
Yeah.
Why would that even be necessary for you to do that?
Because somebody told him to do it.
Like, go out your way to name off every other actor that was noticed in Loki season 2. Or even season 1. He's literally been the focal point of the show for 2 seasons.
Yes.
You are the star, but you have been chasing him for 2 seasons.
Correct. Insane.
So like, just to sit up here and pretend that we don't know who it is you leaving out. Oh, let me double back and I forgot about Owen Wilson, but I didn't forget nobody else.
Well, if you forget Mobius, for sure.
What a bum. What an absolute bum. Oh, man. Y'all over here acting like Bob Iger is Gotti. Bob Iger Gotti.
Bob Igotti?
Bob Igotti is... Ooh, that's actually a nice name. Bob Igotti. Ooh.
Jonathan Majors, I got
Hey,
him.
Bob Igotti is crazy.
That is crazy.
That's
very
nuts.
crazy. I got him.
If I ever meet Bob Iger and I need to give him a persona to go to the cookout with, that's who he is.
Can Bob Iger not come to the
It's my
cookout?
boy Bob Iger. Fuck no. Bob Iger?
Bob Iger can.
Who's inviting Bob Iger
That's
to
what I'm
the cookout?
saying. Why are we inviting him to the cookout?
No, but I'm saying if I ever had to, that would be his name.
Why would you have to?
Can we go on?
Nah, I'm just asking. 50 Cent launched the second biggest black-owned film studio, which is almost, I think, 1 million square feet or
That's
something
what's up.
crazy like that.
That's what's up. And I haven't heard him talk none of that volume bullshit that Tyler Perry was talking about. So
Thank goodness.
let's hope it stays that way, and we get some. Maybe this is part of why Ghost is getting canceled. Maybe we're coming down to the end of Power Universe, so he can start moving into something else.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say a power movie. A power movie would be nuts.
Is Ghost coming back?
Yes.
It literally, they would have to so heavily imply that Ghost was going to be in this movie because it's the only reason why I would buy a ticket.
A power
Otherwise, there's no
movie-
way in hell I would ever see it.
A power movie would be insane.
They might as well put that shit on Tubi. But if,
I would watch
if
it.
James St. Patrick is coming back, oh, I'll go to the theater. I'll see that for sure.
No, it's facts.
I will see that.
That's
And you know what? The potential for that is not dead. Let's think back to a series like Walking Dead that has kind of a similar amount of seasons. I'm trying to get comparatively.
Mm-hmm.
There was a time in there where Andrew Lincoln was set to headline a movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't play out. Popularity for the show kind of tanked. They ended up splitting what was going to be put into that film in a couple miniseries after the main series ended.
Mm-hmm.
They have a chance. If they could sustain popularity with Raising Kanan, go out strong with Ghost
And Force.
right? Keep those two strong on the way out, and then keep Raising Kanan strong. You might just have your opportunity to put something on the big screen.
Yeah. I mean, I can
just
see
have
it. They have to weave everything back together and bring James St. Patrick back.
Right? Yeah. Oh,
But
for sure.
it could work.
Like, I mean, past you're gonna probably have to throw in some stuff in there with Rock and because the idea is to take all the different people that watch. You know, if there is some delineation between the viewership between all those shows, you want to attempt to grab all of them for one night to go see it at a movie.
Yeah, that would have to play off somehow, even though Kanan is dead.
Like, they would have to do some flashbacks back to Rock and Marvin and them and Lou, and then flashback to the future with Tariq. But you'd have to find a way to find a through line to make that story make sense.
Kanan's story is going to have to somehow lead into theirs because Kanan's not here.
Maybe something that he did
Jukebox
before
is
he
not
died.
here.
Maybe he had another kid that we didn't
Something
know
like
about.
that.
Something like that.
Yep. So I don't know, man. We'll see what happens. Well, there's not even a power movie, but if they were to do that, I'd watch it.
Certainly has the wherewithal to do it now.
Yeah. Yep. Tatiana Maslany.
Oh, Scab Hawk.
Scab Hawk.
Scab Hawk.
Hulk. Sorry.
Yeah, she has some nasty comments coming out about her original statements towards Bob Iger during the SAG-AFTRA strikes. right?
Mm-hmm.
Told him that he was out of touch and all of that when he made those statements about when they have to pay their rents and all of that other stuff,
Mm-hmm.
right? She backpedaled that shit fast as if she was driving a backwards bike.
Not surprised.
Yeah, you know, it's really hard to communicate when you're on the picket line. Eat the biggest one. Eat the biggest one. I would not fuck with her because this is the clearest example of please give She-Hulk a season 2. I need to work if I ever seen one.
He's Bob I Gotti, so.
Bob, I got him. Like, oh my God, please.
That's crazy.
Get off your knees.
I can't
Stand
communicate on the picket line.
Justin Bieber, off your knees right now. Show some self-respect, woman.
Stand up.
Stand up. Stand up. It's embarrassing.
That's crazy.
Like, I mean, like, there's spineless, and then there's like overtly spineless.
Sure.
Like this is not even a year apart from each other. Have you truly had the time to reflect on these statements that you felt like you couldn't communicate clearly? And what was not being communicated? He said y'all gonna go broke. When you need to pay rent, you'll come back. You said he's out of touch. What got miscommunicated?
Absolutely nothing.
What got miscommunicated?
You said what you said.
The part where you need a job today? I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't get that one either. I'm sorry. My bad.
Yeah, nobody's asking for She-Hulk season 2.
My bad. My beezy.
So you might have problems with
Absolutely
that.
no one is asking for She-Hulk.
You might have problems with that one. So now you're walking back comments for absolutely no reason.
Because it's got to be shot. If they doing She-Hulk 2, then this shit is all shot. All of it's done. If they've made the decision to make a season 2 of She-Hulk, all of this shit is shot. It's done.
The way you backpedaling, there's probably a She-Hulk movie already.
She look like Dion out there, boy. Her back pedal is clean.
That's crazy.
It's clean.
Sheesh. Brian Cox said that Joaquin Phoenix was awful in Napoleon, which is that even? I don't think that's a hot take.
It's just funny that Brian Cox said that Joaquin Phoenix was terrible and that he would have played even better. That shit is hilarious. That's absolutely hilarious.
That shit is hilarious.
He said his name is Joaquin. The fact that somebody got that quote out of him is kind of nuts. Like calling out an actor directly and saying he was terrible in a role, I would have done it better. I don't think that's a very typical quote in Hollywood.
It's not, but it's 2024 and everybody's beefing. So
Everybody wants smoke. Everybody wants it.